Swallowing runes. The swallowing sands. Continue? Okay. It looked like it was guiding us, but I don't remember any. Well, there was that one with Malachi, where he's brought us to the other room. I survived? Okay, now you're just showing off. Woo. I'd spacebar as if I could pause the game. E. Ow. Move. I think we lose a bit of XP every time we die. That purple track doesn't seem to do anything. And actually moving doesn't do anything with quicksand, it's moving onto the areas that don't have quicksand that help. So... dead.
Daughter! Rest, my child. Be free from the torments of immortality.
I can't say that I'm doing really well, Oran. Like, I did really well there. But I can't think that that's going to be a constant fixture that somehow my ID is fixed or whatever. Because I remember before doing really well on a boss fight, then sucking on the rest of them. I did the refight in the belly of the beast really well. I aced it. Then I had such great difficulty on the final boss. So yeah, I can't get too full of myself just yet. Just yet. I wonder if we'll see the the Ezemite poet that we saw previously. Will we meet him again? Maybe. 4 to all elemental resistances, 21 to lightning, 40 to mana, 87 to life, 2 to melee gems that are socketed, and 9 to 9 mana gained when you block. You provide more armor and energy shield. You give chaos resistance, which I desperately need. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with this. I could bring all these back, scrap them, and do all that, but I can't be bothered.
A mother's keen heart shall bleed into the dreams of her daughter. Once a beauty who held captive the hearts of men and women alike, Shakari's splendor decayed into lust for the power possessed by her skyborn mother. My daughter once sought out such power within the great sands of this desert. Ever determined, she found it, and it made of her the twisted creature you so mercifully dispatched. Driven by agony and shame, she built an army out here in these sweltering lands, and would have conquered the very sky had not the beast soothed her into peaceful oblivion, a babe once more sleeping in her cradle.
5% reduced chaos damage taken, 25% reduced chaos damage taken over time while on caustic ground. I don't know what that is. And this just helps restore life charges. don't have any of the bonus things. But yeah, I've filled out the thing now again. There's some other more minor gods, I guess, squabbling in here as well. So I guess they're so minor they don't even count. Okay, that went well. Pff, Christ, the portal cast so slow because of the quicksand. Ah, the new zone added in to for the other one. Actually, did he have a did he need to talk to me back in the other place? I think I might have said this already. I know I said it on Twitter, but I really wish that you know, like when you finish the game, you could go replay it on a higher difficulty. I wish that was a thing. Hell, I would be happy on a certain level if you could just replay the game. Like it wasn't a higher difficulty. It would just basically put you back to the start, same character, and you just keep going. Though I suppose it wouldn't work quite so well without the amped, without more difficult enemies. It wouldn't work too well. So yeah. I remember enemies here being an utter pain. It's the fire damage. Okay, you know what? Back in a moment. Hey, innocents.
Go, do battle, anointed exile. Though my brother and I will aid you, I sense the universe conspires for you to be the savior of our world on this day.
Hint, hint, you're the main character. Oh, also there's other things. Heralds. Grants a buff which adds physical damage to your spells and attacks. When you kill an enemy while you have this buff, this skill will summon a Sentinel of Purity, or if you have already maxed number, will refresh duration and life of an existing one instead. Sentinels of Purities have a single target melee attack and an area melee attack. It's... okay. There's different heralds. There's Herald of Agony. Grants buff giving more poison damage and have a chance to inflict poison. When you poison an enemy while you have this buff, you gain virulence and summon an agony crawler, meaning that uses projectile and air attacks. Use virulence over time and at a rate which increases the more vigilance you have. More virulence you have. The agony crawler will die when you have none. Herald of Thunder. Channel lightning through your hands. Is that the right word? Ah, okay. So basically there's two different types of Herald spell. One that ends up summoning a minion and the other that doesn't. So like Herald of Ash is just bonus damage, while Herald of Purity summons a minion. Herald of Ice adds extra damage. Herald of Agony gives you a minion. Then there's just Herald of Thunder. So, could we mess with one of these? The one issue is it is something that you have to keep reapplying. Yeah, I can just stick it in here.
This is neither the time nor the place.
Oh, actually, wait. That wasn't what I came in here for. Is there any like resistance buffer ones? Consecrated Path. Attacks with your main hand, slamming the ground at target location. If there is an enemy close to target location, you teleport to it from a short distance away for permanent slam, and additionally create consecrated ground. Cannot be supported by multi-strike, whereas a sword, axe, mace, staff are unarmed. 3% of physical damage converted to fire. Deals 120% of base damage, base duration 4 seconds. Deals up to 20% more damage to closer targets. Okay, this is an aura of fire resist. I might give up one of the normal auras I use for it. Herald of Ash. I should have thought of this previously. Right. Whoa! God damn. Oh, this is an ongoing thing. I thought we had to keep recasting it. That's why I was, so hesitant. Okay, boost the Holy Relic. Making sure I didn't leave anything behind. I know I left stuff behind, but other stuff. I'll give you some gloves, 'cause I know he doesn't have any. Warped regurgitators. Or did they used to be people? Because that's pretty fucked. That was an interesting name. I don't even know where to start trying to pronounce that. Relish in hunger, dear faithful, for hunger is the one true state of spiritual abundance. When one is hungry, they desire more, therefore align themselves with the will of Almighty Katava. With the will of Mighty Katava. Beware, my followers, of the dissatisfied man, for he is the very pattern and image of blasphemy. The Holy Book of Hunger by High Priest Ulta. Ooh, shop. Okay. What? Ghost Child and Saw Blade Vortex. Huh. Move. Damn it. T and Y. So how am I on fire resist now? 19%. Not nearly high enough. But as I go on, I'll level the fire resist and then it'll get more relevant. I should have thought of grabbing that previously. But then again, I suppose I didn't really have many slots available, did I? So I need to be able to... I need to make sure I'm twacking them. Because it does give me... fortify. The one there was called a handmaiden. Ah, that one is. I can see why. Mitts on her. Grab this. But yeah, I need to rejig around all my gems. It would work better if they were rejigged. I'd also love to get some that reduced the amount of mana reserved. But I think I'll need to level up for that. Maybe I need to run the normal Coliseum a few times. Well, I know I do need to run it once, so I can just switch over to the other thing. I wish we had a bit more control over our minions. At the same time, I do like the hands-off bit, hands-offness of it. But like, I would love to be able to run away. Rotten Matriarch. Great. I do like being able to... Well, I would like to be able to run away and let them be able to figure things out for themselves. And like actually realize, wait, we should be boxing that enemy. Okay, wait, I'm running.